I love that kid. Hey, thanks for coming out tonight, everyone. Thanks for being here. I don't know if this is like a depressing way to start my set, but I had to break up with my girlfriend recently because she broke up with me. It's the one thing I won't tolerate in a woman. She pushed me too far, you guys. I'm just kidding. We're actually still together. I just wrote that joke 6 months ago, and I'm tired of waiting. She's a nice girl. You guys should all date her. Which actually you could do now, because since I wrote that joke, she dumped me 2 weeks ago. That was Tim McLaughlin laughing a little too loud in the back. That part is true. And it's bad enough getting dumped, but when you get dumped as a comedian, it's worse. I had 3 separate people say this to me. Oh, well, at least you'll get some material out of it. It'll be great, you'll get some material now, right? You'll probably get a lot of material out of it. And I see what they're saying, but you know what else is true? Like, if instead of breaking up with me, she had decided we should have a threesome, I bet I could have written a joke about it. I would have loved to have risen to that challenge. Both of those challenges. Like, hey, I was having a threesome with my girlfriend the other day, which is our cute name for when the dog pushes the door open and sticks his nose in my ass. See? I would have loved to have written that joke for you nice people. That was not my fate. No one feel bad. I'm sure I can find another girl in my town who's into elderly-looking Muppets. How hard could it be? And here's the other thing, is that, like, you don't need to have something bad happen to you to write stuff. It doesn't matter if you're a novelist or a poet or a comedian or any kind of writer. The universe is a fascinating place. Like, you can get on Wikipedia for 5 minutes and find 10 things to write about. Did you guys know that a day on Jupiter is longer than a year on Jupiter? That's absolutely true. For those of you who don't see what I'm saying, because you're a little slow, Jupiter spins so slowly on its axis that by the time it's gone all the way around the sun for a Jupiter year, it still hasn't revolved all the way for one day. That's true. Another fact that I think a lot of people know. I'm going to get back to it. You're all like, is that? Okay. Turned into a lecture. I'm coming back to it. Just hang on. Another fact that I think a lot of people do know is that a dog ages 7 years for every human year. Which means that if you put your dog on Jupiter, after 7 years, it still wouldn't have been dead for a week. Thanks. The more astute amongst you will notice I did not actually work dog years into that equation, for which I apologize. I also read, because I'm just super into science, I read this on Wikipedia. There is a species of toad deep in the Amazon rainforest that if you lick its butt, it will make you high. It's true. And I don't even know how they figured that one out. Because I submit to you good people that if licking a toad's ass sounds like a great idea to you, you're probably already really high. Did someone just show up in the village one day just like, hey, you guys, I've been licking this toad's ass for the past 10 minutes and I'm super messed up. Like, we know, remember we ate those mushrooms an hour ago? Stop doing that. It's unnatural. Did you guys know that the scientists who teach sign language to gorillas are leaving out words like freedom and suicide? I admit that one's more of a hunch. Bet it's true, though. All right, I'll end on this story for you guys because it's weird and it happened to me and I like it. A couple weeks ago, I had a registered sex offender come to my house and knock on my door to tell me he lives next to me now. I know. Because that's like a real law in Indiana and I think like a bunch of other places that if you're a registered sex offender and you move, you're legally obligated to let your new neighbors know that you live next to them now. And I'm sure that would have been upsetting for any of you to have heard, but it was especially upsetting for me because I misunderstood what registered sex offender meant. So I was just like, you could just sign up to do that to people? Well, that seems wrong to me. Well, come on in, I guess. Let's get this over with. Gonna be late for work, I'll tell you that right now. All right, you guys, my name's David Britton. Thank you so very, very much. Jordan, huh?